stream right now. So if anyone is watching, hello. Hello. This is my first time streaming for the Kingdoms YouTube channel. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes. If it's bad, I will delete it, because thankfully there's only 97 of y'all that are subscribed to me. And but yeah, in this we're gonna build a deck. If any of you are on the Discord server, I posted just like on the general chat, just asking like what type of videos are you guys into, and one person had said that they are into the deck profiles, and I think someone else had said that as well. And so in today's video, I actually want to build a deck for you guys, or with you guys. However, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Rather than physical cards, I'm actually going to do something on here using a different program. So let me go ahead. This is going to be slightly unprofessional with how I'm doing it, but this will work. Okay, so what you are seeing here is every single card that is currently in the game for Kingdoms. And for this deck that I want to build today, let me just make sure everything is up good. Again, I apologize if this isn't super smooth. The goal of this deck today is to build it around this spell card right here. This card is called Disenfranchise. It is a spell card that came out in set 2.5 with the villages, with the villager class. And it says, set the top 10 cards from your fortress to the side. These 10 cards are considered a separate deck while also being part of your original fortress. All cards in the new deck lose their kingdom affiliation until they enter the graveyard and cost 1 magic card. So this is the card that I want to build my deck around, and obviously might not be the best card, might be a good card. I'm not going for meta build decks all the time, at least for the purpose of this video. I just want to have fun. I want to build a deck, build a rogue deck, if anything. So what I want to do is I want to start looking at some battle cards that maybe would be worth using, because this spell right here makes battle cards neutral. It makes spell cards neutral, at least for who they are affiliated with. I'm leaning towards a Tannis build, just because I know some of the Tannis cards have a lot of correlation with neutral cards. I want to flash over real quick just because I want to make sure everything's working right. Looks like it. We'll keep on rolling. So let's see. And I'm going to crack open my Red Bull if that is okay. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing good today, by the way. I went to an early morning church service, and so it's nice kind of being home now and having the rest of the day to get working on stuff. So that's cool. Okay, here we go. So we gotta look for some Tannis cards, and I'm going to go ahead and delete any copies of cards that we, just to kind of start limiting what we're looking at. Let's see, we need to find some Tannis cards. Let's see. It has nothing to do with neutral. Because Disenfranchise makes cards, that benefits cards that are neutral, I want to find cards that have card effects that deal specifically with neutrals. And I know some Tannis cards have that. I just don't know what. So we're just kind of looking together, I guess you could say. So this is way too specific. I guess what we can do is, as we're looking at cards, any card that is too specific, we can go ahead and delete. So we'll get, whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's go ahead and delete this one. Let's see, that could be okay. That's a Cluedace card, so we want to get rid of that. This is Silvermore specific, so we don't want that. Let's see. No cards are going to have defensive, so we're going to get rid of that for right now. This might be a little harder than I thought it would be. Let me check one more time. Again, this is my first time ever doing a live stream, so I want to make sure it is working. I wonder if this might have froze. Give me 1 second. Let's go back to this. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Okay. Wow, I am just clicking on everything. All right. Let's see. This is again too specific. I want to get rid of cards that are looking for kingdom-specific cards. I want cards that are looking for neutral cards. I think glass could actually be a viable village to put in this deck, and actually glass has a couple cards that are pretty good just in all decks, so that might be good. I love Lancer, but we don't need Lancer. First Counselor has a special place on my heart, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know yet. I need some good battle cards to build around. Because if you don't have any battle cards that are looking for just neutral cards in general. Okay, so Ally Supervisor could be good. I like this. So far I would say he is one of our better options. Let's see, so I want to start looking for other Silvermore, potentially other Silvermore or Estercrest cards. And again, guys, if this video is utter poo, I'm going to delete it. I'm going to record a video totally separately and maybe try to live stream some other time. But if anything, thank you guys for watching. Man, am I just blind as a bat? Is that all we have for neutral specific cards? What do we got going on here? No cards are going to have bleed. Maybe I'm just thinking of the wrong thing. I think one thing that I want to do eventually is get a second screen, so that way if there's any chat happening, we can talk, hang out, kind of do some stuff on the Discord as well, just to talk and hang out while we're working on the deck. Okay, so unfortunately I'm not seeing really many battle cards. So whenever you play neutral battle card, give it defensive, Ally Supervisor. This card's expensive, but could maybe work. The thing is in the current format, in the current way that we play the game, we could get away with putting other cards as well from different kingdoms into this deck. However, as the card Disenfranchise says, the moment they enter the graveyard, they immediately go back to the kingdom that they are affiliated with. So that might be a problem. So you probably have to stick with cards that are of the same kingdom. So we need to look for some spells that have to deal with neutral battle cards. See, this won't work because this is Estercrest specific, and we don't want to do that. This could be difficult. Suppose I could have done some research going into this, but that's right. Build the deck together. I think what I had said in my video that I had put out, I think last week, is that I haven't played Kingdoms in forever, so I'm having to like relearn what every card does and what cards are in the game. Okay, let's see. Really not finding anything right now. Maybe. right now the only thing that Disenfranchise is doing is, besides making cards neutral, is it's just making cards cost a little bit cheaper. Let's see if some tokens can help us out. That won't do anything. Could maybe, oh, you know what? There we go. So let's definitely do Magica Orb. Okay. Definitely do Magica Orb, and maybe, no, if we're gonna do Magical Orb, we can't afford to do Portrait of Constellations for the searching. One is just too cheap. Religious Sacrament we can get rid of. I'm tempted to put 2 in my deck because it's a little bit less expensive, but I think we'll get rid of it. I don't know where Southern Signal is. It's down this way. I don't know what I think about Southern Signal. I don't think we'll do that. Actually, we might need a Southern Signal because neutral decks are rather slow. I have built one neutral deck, and I really like it. It just runs out of steam really fast. So I might, because it's graveyard specific, you don't want cards in the graveyard per se. I think I'll hold on to these 2 for right now. This maybe. Definitely Magica Orb we're going to hold on to. Again, I'm going to just jump over here. It looks like it's working, so we're just going to keep on rolling with that. Alright, let's jump back in. Flag could be good. It costs 3 though. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of Flag. And then once we kind of narrow down which kingdom we are going to be specifically playing with, then that will impact, then we'll be able to get rid of a lot of cards. I don't believe there's any legends that would work well. Because nothing has to deal with neutrals. So I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with anything there. Actually, though, I think some spirits have stuff to do. Okay, so this one, Botin won't work because he is Tana specific. This is Borm specific, so we don't want that. Tumela could work. Ziljag could work. It depends on which route we go down. If we go with Mrith, then it'll work. If not, then no. Charlotte won't work because she's Tana specific. Isabel could work. Lothian could work. So I guess it just depends on which route we go down. Sumerian could work. So right now, if we were to go based off of spirits, looks like all 3 would be viable, but there's more for Mrith that could work. Now, granted, none of these really work directly with neutrals, but that's about all we got. So I think unfortunately, a lot of the power of the deck relies on Magica Orb, which that's not good, and then Disenfranchise, and then maybe, I'm not sure what I think about this deck right now. That's all right. We're gonna keep trudging along. Once we get those couple core cards, then I think we have an idea of where we're going. Okay, let's see. Armartanus, maybe. I don't want Desert Plains. I don't think this deck can afford to be controlling. I think it's more of a neutral, try to hit hard if you can hit hard type of deck. Winterton, see that's Winterton specific, so we don't want that. Grain Reserve could work, but it's Mrith, so it might not. Maybe not. Do need card draw in this game, especially for neutral cards. You don't have a lot of card search. It's not the best. I want to make sure this is still working. That's Clueday specific, so we don't want that. That's Tanis. That's 2 Tana specific. See, a lot of these cards deal specifically with kingdoms, which makes it slightly an issue. Lori could work, so maybe Lori's Monument, and then you could put any Lori battle cards, which can work with Tanis and Rift, so maybe that's an option. Local Armory, possibly. Spirit cards cannot be played while the Sacred is revealed. That could maybe work. 1700 health, but I don't know how used spirits are really in the game, so that might not work. That's still more specific. Downtown pub can be good, I guess, but that's controlling, so I don't know if I want to do that. Unique cards, so discarding cards, that's difficult. Don't want that. I'm trying to go neutral as possible. So I'm going to rely as much as I can on the neutral cards, but using Disenfranchise, that will hopefully give us the ability to kind of benefit from the strength of the other cards that are in there. Okay, back to it. We don't need the room because that's further specific. Mystic room, possibly. Definitely the library. That's Linford specific. That's, see, some of these cards are dealing with abilities. That's not going to work because we don't play any of those cards. It's going to be difficult. River of Peace is not good. I honestly would like, I feel like River of Knowledge could be good. I would be tempted to put it in my deck as a phase 1 because if you, I might put River of Knowledge in this deck because that would give you an ability to look at those first 5 cards. And I could see that if you're not able to get a strong start with this deck, maybe if you're not able to look at those first 5 cards, that could be the difference. And it's only because neutrals don't have a lot of depth right now. So I might keep River of Knowledge. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it, but it's just thought. Entertainment Arena, no, this deck is not ready for that. Not going to do that. So I think we still have, we still have a lot of sacreds that are revealed, but I was going to try to move all of these, but I don't think we've narrowed down where we're going, because honestly the Magical Orb does not narrow down who we're going to stick with. Disenfranchise doesn't narrow down who we're going to stick with, and even though we have one card that benefits, this isn't necessarily a great card that you want to build your deck around, unfortunately. Okay, now you're about to see a couple cards that either you have no access to. So Magical Orb was a tournament promo originally, but now it's come out. It's at 2.5. It came out as an official token. So maybe just for looks, we'll use the cool one. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. And as we start narrowing down what deck we're using, we are going to shrink so that way you can start to see everything. These cards right here are we're supposed to be in the Holiday 2020 pack, so I'm going to maybe use some of these cards that we weren't able to use, that aren't available right now. Cornucopia, I think, okay, let me zoom in on this card so you can read it. I'm going to go ahead and jump back to the live stream real quick, make sure it's working. Alright, jump back to it. I think this card has potential to be really good. I'm not sure though. It's an item card, costs 5, gives you 5 magicka, which I think is the most magicka that you can get from a token, just as its set amount that it gives you, besides Magical Orb, well, that it gives you. Magical Orb, you can get more, but this also gives you a 3rd token slot. So I guess I don't see why not run this. So that's pretty good. Fall Prep, I like that. That could work. Discard X cards, draw X cards. We don't have enough plant cards right now, so we're going to get rid of that. Not ready to use any of these control cards. I think partly because this is my first time doing a live stream like this. I'm having a hard time fully thinking through what I want to do. So forgive me for that. And I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys are doing good, by the way. Like, one thing I want to do with this live stream is to give us the ability to talk, hang out, talk about Kingdoms. Please join the Discord where we can just hang out and talk some more. I'm trying to get on that more and more. It's just fun talking to you guys about the game and also about life as well. I've met a couple cool people through Discord, just learning about their life and stuff. And so And I know a lot of people use Discord to just hang out and talk and stuff. So love to have you guys on there for that. All right. Anyways, back into it. We're gonna get rid of Thankful Turkey. Maybe choose your side. Change a battle card. Spirit affiliation. Unfortunately, that won't work because this is for cards that are on the field. So even if you have a card of different spirit, I want to go ahead and get rid of these cards because we can't use these, and frankly, they're not even that good. Okay, so after going through all of these cards, we have made no progress. So let's see, what do we do? Let me look at the spells one more time because I just feel like I've overlooked. Maybe I thought there was more cards that did were specific to neutrals that I just was wrong on. And because I'm just not seeing anything. This is too specific, so we can get rid of that. That's too expensive of a spell. So I guess that's one thing that's kind of benefiting us right now is we can just kind of slowly chip away at cards that we know just aren't going to be viable because not every card will have defensive or rage or gift. So you peek them out as too controlling, but I know like if you want to have a good deck, you want to have like your main thing that you do, but then you also want to have a couple side strategies as well, a couple backups, you could say. So actually Lost Cause would be perfect because play Disenfranchise, and then now it acts as a neutral card. But it's of a different spirit. So maybe I think for the purpose of what Lost Cause is, I think we stick with Borum. I think Borum could offer the greatest help to this neutral idea. I think we're going to do that. I don't know how viable it is. There's not going to be a lot of synchronization, unfortunately, because I just don't have enough neutral cards yet in the game. I think that's the route we're going to go down. I think that's what we're going to do. Let me look at spells one more time. So, Lost Cause, definitely. We'll get rid of the older version of Lost Cause because we don't want that one. Now, unfortunately, we can't use Lori because Lori can only be used by Marith and Tanis. So that's too specific. Can't use that. So then maybe Destruction, but I know it's not that good. Can't do that. Can't do that. That's expensive. These cards, the Firestorm, all that stuff, those are too expensive, so they're not very good. Spiritual Roots could work. Don't want to silence. This isn't good. Unity, see if we're going to stick with Borum, then we're not going to be able to play some of these cards. I don't know why these cards, you know what? I think some of these cards just moved on me, so I'm going to go through and delete, undo what I just did. What did I do? Wow, they just all moved on me. Interesting. Okay, here we go. And I can go through and redelete all these, so that'll be fine. Alright, let's try this again. This one's too expensive. This one's not good. I think Glory's just a waste. Draw a card. Split Path could maybe be good. It's Steve's artistry won't work. Steve's artistry is based off of my neighbor. I want to go ahead and check again. It looks like my camera has frozen. Let's go ahead. Or maybe it hasn't. Nope. Sorry about that, guys. Get rid of that. Yeah, so we're gonna go with Borum, I think. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through and delete any cards that have nothing to do with the Spirit of Borum. So we can get rid of this guy. I'm gonna quickly go through this. Honestly, this was not the route that I thought this deck was gonna go down. So I'm a little bummed about that, because I was excited to build this centered around, I think specifically Tanis. I thought I saw this being, and I could be wrong. I think, honestly, like I said, the pressure of doing a live stream, it's my first time, so I'm not completely comfortable with it, and I'm still learning how it works. So there's that pressure of that, and then there's the other pressure of, this isn't something I haven't really thought out all the way, and but I don't want to take up too much time, which I guess that's part of the live stream though. The live stream is not meant to be all bundled up and perfect. That's part of the live stream. You just get to do it together, so that's okay. Almost done. Right now what I'm doing, I'm deleting all the cards that I definitely won't be able to use because I'm used. What Disenfranchise does is it just removes a kingdom affiliation. It doesn't remove your spirit affiliation. So again, because of the format that this deck would be played in, which again, because I haven't touched kingdoms in so long, I forget the name. I believe I call it Unity format, which is this that if you can't have cards of different spirit together, which I do want to experiment with cards of the same spirit being able, or different spirits being able to play together. I just don't know what there would have to be a separate ban and when it was for sure. If you guys like energy drinks, let me know what you like in the comments or in the chat, whatever it is. I drank a Monster one time, put me on the toilet for hours. My stomach was killing me, so that terrified me as a little kid. And then I came on, I don't know how I came across Red Bull, but ever since then I have loved them. I've been drinking way too much of them, but I definitely need to stop. Okay, because of this deck, so now I'm going to go through and delete the villages that I cannot use. So I can't use Lori, but every other village is a viable option. So let's go ahead and delete Lori, which kind of stinks because Lori can hit hard, but Lori hasn't been in the game enough, and I haven't seen Lori used enough to see how good Lori, the village of Lori is. Okay, so we've definitely narrowed down the cards that we definitely cannot use. Let's get rid of Spear Thrower. This is too specific, unfortunately, because Lancer is a very good card. Rabid Dog, I don't like. We get rid of Priestess, get rid of that. Right now what I'm going to do, I'm just getting rid of all the cards that aren't good. Timid Soldier, maybe. I can't do this card. I guess here's one thing that's nice. Because we are going to incorporate the Kingdom of Linford into this, we don't have to. So the issue with the Linford deck that I had built a while ago, and I still have it in my deck box up there, is that because I was using only neutral cards, and a card like Disenfranchise didn't exist, you just had to use what you had available. And unfortunately, neutral battle cards aren't really great on their own. They can be a great support, some of them better than others. So what's nice is that you can get rid of cards that maybe aren't as great. But however, only costing 6 Magicka, Abandoned Army might be okay, but I feel like someone better than me would say get rid of it, so we'll get rid of it. Get rid of Lovely Priests. Chariot Riders, maybe. Don't want Task Collector, don't want Law Writer. Oh, what's this? So this is Artistic Scribe. No one's used this yet. If the card is draw X cards, where X is the sacred phase of the opposing This might be a good card to put in to get you card draw. You will have library, so I think that could work. Definitely want wheat. That's kind of a staple. Probably an outpost tower. Hey, there we go. Village intercessor. That would be a good card to have. That's good, sir, but it's expensive. Hmm. Let's see. Long field, your sacred gains. No, let's get rid of that. There actually was a conversation for a little bit about what was better between Temple Teacher and Outpost Tower. I said at the time that I like Outpost Tower, but I think I liked it because it's one of the OG cards. But I think at the end of the day, Temple Teacher is better. And the arguments that I've heard is it's one, cheaper than Outpost Tower, and it's versatile. It gives you the ability to react to the situation that you're in. So rather where Outpost Tower is kind of passive, where it's just drawing cards, but Temple Teacher gives you the ability to go down two potential avenues if you need to. But I think saving that one match card makes it even better. So I think that's good. Get rid of supply carriers, don't throw where we don't need. I don't want messenger. So there's plenty of card draw. That's the thing. I don't want to have too much card draw in this deck. If I do want to run library at phase 2, that means that I will never have to draw a card for my draw phase. Because I'll have so many cards, and I'm going to have enough card draw cards where I shouldn't run into the issue of decking out. So maybe we'll be okay. I want to check the live stream one more time. No one is watching right now, which is okay. But we're going to go back after this is done to make sure that the quality is okay. Alright, let's continue working. Migrant worker is not very good. Entertainment authority is not good. This card is too expensive, but could be a neutral. Too much. We won't do it. Too much. I don't like that. Or maybe we do that. I think I'm tempted to do the hidden archer, kind of use Winterton. So I think this neutral deck's going to be a little bit harder hitting. So I think I'm going to use some of the Winterton cards if I can. So we'll get rid of that though. Their lead ambusher. If we are using Borum cards, but this is situational, it could get destroyed before, so I think I want to get rid of that. I might put this in, because this will, again, Disenfranchise takes away your Kingdom affiliation, but not your Spirit affiliation. Longy Rider, if we're going to use Winterton a lot, Winterton and neutrals, we're good, but this one deals specifically with just Borum cards costing 1 magicka less. I think I might try to use that. I like Snow Launcher. I'm not saying I'm going to put it in there, but I'm considering it. Okay, what spells does Zenkel have? Zenkel has really great spells, but I just don't remember what all of them are. Let's go ahead and get rid of the spells that we're not going to use. Now I am curious, whether you're watching right now or you're watching later on, where are we going wrong? Should we have actually used a different kingdom or a different spirit to accompany the neutral deck? Is putting cards from certain spirits making this deck actually not as good? Whereas if you just stuck with purely neutral cards, you would have a better chance of making a more viable deck. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. You can get rid of the Lori spell, which is only one of them. And actually, because we are eliminating Tanis and Marith cards, we can get rid of this one. Oh, just deleting everything. What did I accidentally delete there? Oh, that's good. I don't know where you guys live. I live in Michigan. It is cloudy and a little bit rainy, a little brisk as well. Alright, so we're going to get rid of... Okay, so I think this deck is going to deal a lot of direct damage, because these two spirits do that a lot. Let's get rid of... Sorry if my clicking is driving you nuts. I've grouped all these, so now I have to select them. I have to get a little specific with my clicking. Let's get rid of that. We do have a lot of neutral sacreds, so that's a little scary. Now what are these cards? These are our draw cards. Alright, let's start to narrow this down. Again, I want to check the live stream real quick. It looks like it is up. Okay, and I'm sorry for being all bloomed out. I'm using a free version of what I'm using as my webcam, so I don't have control over all the colors. Okay. I think right now we're just trying to trim off the fat. We're trying to trim off the cards that just aren't usable, because they're just not good. Promissory note, however you want to pronounce it, could be alright. We never did look at the Zenkel spells. Let's try that one more time. Let's see. When your opponent calls spells, cancel it. Also, give your graveyard for a spell and put it into your hand. I think I might put this. I think I might do this. And I think I might run a 60 card deck, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe 40 cards is better, or maybe having 60 cards gives you more options. Just thought. I think we can sacrifice that. I think letting people attack, I think we can survive. Summoner's Call is a classic. You don't want to get rid of that. This card is just too expensive, so I think we won't do that. That card's not good enough. That one's unusable. Not good. Maybe. I doubt we'll use it, but I'm just not going to get rid of it right now. Don't do that. No. That's too... no, because we're getting rid of the kingdoms, so that card won't work. This could work. This card can only be played after your attack phase, search your fortress and graveyard for a battle card. Free play 1. This is a good spell. I like that card. Get rid of that. I don't like that. Notary Shuffle. Yeah, I do like the artwork on that card. I forgot my drawing. That actually looks pretty alright. Obviously using that card, because that's the card we said we're going to build around. Man, this card costs way too much, but I like the idea of it. We'll get rid of it though. See, so many spells, that is one thing, and again, I'm going to go back to the live stream. It looks like it's still running. That is one thing that stinks with a lot of the spells, and even when you just make a game, is when you first make a game, you're figuring out like how much should everything cost, and how should you balance everything. And a lot of the spells that have been made in the game, I just think some of them are way too pricey. Way too pricey. Anyways, we're going to get rid of surplus, written law, get rid of that. The only reason why I might keep Wishing Well is because you can play it on your library. So if you're going to be getting a lot of card draw, you could draw even more cards. So you're really going to be able to dig into your deck pretty well. It's kind of broken, right? So right now it is playing off the ability that library is still a card. If library was not in the game, that would definitely change things. For right now, I'm not going to do this. So I feel like we are narrowing down. We'll get rid of this. Too expensive. Okay, so this is way too many spells. I think we'll definitely run that. We're going to run 3 of these because this is what I want to build the deck around. So I'm going to make 3 copies of that. Search your graveyard for a spirit affiliated card and put it into your hand. It's a cost 4 search. I think we can sacrifice that. Summoner's Call, you always want to bring that. Empower, definitely will run. Cancel, I think this is too many spells. This is too expensive, so I'll sacrifice that. Lost Cause is great, so, and this will keep our cards alive, which we need. I think we keep Mastery because the moment we play a Disenfranchise, we have 2 left. So I think we might hold on to that. I want to get rid of Winterton Tactics. That might be a bad idea. Summoner's Call. I think we hold on to this one. So we're definitely going to hold on to, and I'm trying to figure out how to click on these. We're going to hold on to Disenfranchise. We're going to hold on to Wishing Well. We'll hold on to Summoner's Call. I'm trying to figure out how to select multiples. That's not working. There we go. We'll keep 3 Lost Causes. I really like Mastery, but I don't know if that's too many 1-ofs. Yeah, I'm gonna check the live stream one more time. Looks like we're still good. And hopefully you guys can hear me. Again, this is my first time doing a live stream. I have a microphone. I'm using my phone as the camera. I don't have a second monitor, so that's why I have to keep jumping back and forth. I think Divine Wisdom is good to have. But the question is, how many do... If it's a 60 card deck... It's not letting me select. It's because I keep pressing the wrong button. Do I really want these spells? I think I'm going to hold off on trying to make a decision right now. If that's the case, I've heard someone say 4 is better because all you're doing is sending 4 cards to the graveyard. And maybe that's just the risk that you take. And I trust the opinion of this person because they're better at playing the game than I am. So I'm going to run 4. I think I'm going to get rid of 3. I will definitely run Magical Orb because it's neutral. Maybe it's not a great card to run. Get rid of Fabric of a Religion. Because I think we just have enough card draw. So I don't think there's a need to run it. Southern Signal. No, I'm not going to do it. I think because we are incorporating Borum cards, I think we'll be able to make up for what Southern Signal was helping the neutral cards have, which was that lack of speed. I want to get rid of Vandigo. Pure Water and Intercession Tent. And then, you know what? Actually, I think what we'll do, if we're going to play Cornucopia, I think, you know what, this is what I would do. Run 2 Magical Orbs, run 3 Cornucopias, and 2 4s. 60 card deck, you're running 7 tokens. The chances of you getting to one of these sooner than later. especially if you're running library, there's a chance. I think I want to get rid of fall prep. I don't want to lose card. Again, I'm going to jump on this, make sure we're good. Okay. Let's see. We're starting to narrow down. I'm feeling good about that. Let's trim off some more fat. Let's see. Don't want decorated commander. You know what if we do this? Let's snag cards that we definitely want. You definitely want Ula. Since we are using Borum cards, definitely want to put Bar Bouncer in there. Probably Promissory. We'll get rid of Hawk. Frontman might be good. Apprentice might be good. I'm gonna get rid of Watchmaker. I think he's just too weak of a card to incorporate. We'll get rid of this guy. Too expensive. We might keep him because he's neutral. We'll do Artistic Scribe. I think you do a Wheat because that is such a great controlling card. I'm not seeing a Time Scribe. There we go. You definitely want Time Scribe. I wonder if Time Scribe would not be a viable option. Just a thought. I'm gonna get rid of Dork. He's not good. Get rid of Eli because he deals specifically with Winterton, so we don't want that. I'm not ready to make people discard cards, and again, I'm probably not building this card the best. This could be good. I do like Longi. I think it's a pretty good card. We'll do Village Intercessor, get rid of Captured Slave. No Fortune Teller. Get rid of the Witch. I like Training Master. I deleted Silversmith because I don't want Silversmith. I don't know. I think Wheat replaces Dark Assassin, so we'll do that. Glass might work. This could work. I really like Voodoo Salesman. Just a thought. Winterton Huntress. I think that fits the theme where we're going. Winterton Lead fits the theme. This is too specific. Oh, this could be good because it's report if the card reveals a spell, draw a card, your next card from the fortress. So maybe he's getting us access to Disenfranchise, but it might be prioritizing Disenfranchise a little bit too much, because there's only so much power that you're going to get out of a card like this. Let's get rid of that. We don't have enough Zenkel spells that we're running to justify having a Zenkel battle card like that. We definitely have too many cards, so we gotta narrow it down. Get rid of Bison Herd, Mighty War Elephant. What do we got here? Get rid of Traveling Caravan. I think we get rid of Voodoo Salesman. I think he's too gimmicky. I think we get rid of... Let's get a refresher on what Disenfranchise says. So it's only cards that are flipped over. So you don't want to run too many specifics. So I almost would be tempted to get rid... Oh yeah, Apprentice. I think I'd rather have Apprentice than Frontman. We get rid of Frontman. I think we're using a lot of Winterton cards. I think that's the plan. We get rid of Town Bum, Tradesman, Human Soldier. We'll get rid of Silversmith. We'll get rid of these guys. We're getting there. I think we're making progress. Definitely want a Temple Teacher, possibly Longi. I like Village Intercessor, but I don't know. We're gonna get rid of Trap, the Map Maker. We're slimming down. We'll get rid of Chariot Riders. Or maybe we keep Chariot Riders, cost 5, phase 2, it's a better disciplined soldier. So, and yeah, these are basically the exact same card, but Chariot Riders just has 100 more attack. So we'll get rid of disciplined soldier. Not saying we'll use Chariot Riders, but don't want the weaker card. Still feel like we have too many cards, but let's do this. I'm going to move all these up. I am feeling a little bit more confident with my spells. I will say that. Move the tokens up. Let's move all these guys up. Now I'm actually just going to delete this text. Get rid of that. And now I'm actually going to shrink this document so it's not so big. Let's actually just do 10,000 pixels. Oh, we'll just, let's just roll with this right now. Okay. Again, I'm gonna check the live stream real quick. It looks like we're all right. Okay. I think we're good on spells. I think we're good on tokens. I think to keep our deck less cluttered, we're gonna get rid of our 3 legends. I think cost 3, cost 12. I think I'd be tempted to run 3 Isabels and 1 Loki because of that direct attack. Let's see what forward tower is. This is too specific, so we gotta get rid of him. Again, sorry for my obsessive clicking. I have to select multiple times. We will definitely run library. Definitely Skylight Fountain. Shadowblade just isn't a great sacred, so we'll get rid of that. Get rid of Amber Monument. Spirit cards may not be played while this sacred is revealed. This card's perfect, actually. Spirit. Oh, wait. No, that's just spirit cards. For a second, I thought it was spirit affiliate cards. That's funny. That shows you how much I forget these cards. I don't think local armory is everything it's chalked up to be. And unfortunately, I think River of Knowledge is not what we would want either. However, these are our 5 sacreds. So you run Library at 2, Fountain at 3, and then you give them these options. They're probably going to give you River of Knowledge, which I think I'd be okay with. So I'm actually going to space these out because this is the order that I would put them in. We still have way too many cards. I'm going for 60 cards. That's what I'm trying to go for. Let's move. I think there's a way I can space these out a little bit. Let's move them a little bit. So that way they're not so spread out. If I can remember. No, I'm not even going to get it right now. That's okay. Alright. So, let's see. I think for right now, I'm just going to rock this. I think we leave Mastery, and we'll run 2 Empowers, and 2 of those. I think we can get rid of Summoner's Call. I don't know if there's any card that justifies bringing back. Those are the tokens that we'll use. Again, this deck would need a lot of tweaking, that's for sure. You know what? I'm content with our base that we got. So we got our 5 sacreds, and then let's count how many cards we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to do the pencil tool. We got 4. We have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have which that puts us at, okay, math. So 19 plus 9, that is 27. 19 plus 9 is 28. So we actually are maybe running a 40 card deck. Because only 12 spells. So we can afford to do 12. If we were only running a 40 card deck, we would do 12. So this is where we have to do even more stuff. I think wheat, you have to run 3 of. I think wheat is that good of a card that you run 3 of them. Time Scribe, let's run 2. I don't think Artistic Scribe is very good, so we'll get rid of him. Executor, he'll hit hard. We'll definitely run Apprentice. Promissory Note, that will give us some card draw. So because that is an issue, when people run Library, they're not able to draw cards anymore until they get down to 4. But here's the issue. What if the 10 cards that you draw don't give you any other card draw? So that's where the issue can come in, and you can end up falling really behind. Ula is way too good to not run 3 of, so we're definitely gonna run 3 of him. We don't have a lot of hitting power right now. So Cherry Rider's 5, Ula is 7. I might actually let's keep Chariot Riders. I think we're gonna have enough I think Village Intercessor would actually slow our deck down. Let's run 3 Temple Teachers. Then we get, it's that situational, so if we're not getting a lot of promissory notes, or if there's still a card that we haven't got, or maybe we're really in need of a Disenfranchise, then maybe we need that. Report. I'm gonna get rid of this. Bar Bouncer, I think, could put us over the edge, but I think, honestly, I would be content with just running 3 Executors. That's probably a bad move. I think Bar Bouncer is probably objectively better. Okay, now we gotta get some Winterton synergy going. I think we'll have plenty of Magicka. Let's get rid of Longi. Let's get rid of Chariot Riders. Is that a bad move? We'll find out. Okay, let's see. Instead of attacking with Winterton Huntress, you may deal 400. That's what I like. I also like this. Being able to deal that direct damage. We'll get rid of Winterton Lead. Ice Archer will do to deal that specific damage. I think this just helps make these cards even cheaper, and I just really like Snow Launcher. It's probably not a good idea, but I like being able to deal that heavy damage. You know what? I think because we are running so many spells, I think actually running 3 of Stalop would be good, because I could see the spells maybe getting in our way a little bit. So being able to look at a spell and then be able to draw cards, I think that would help. Okay. Let's do this. I click crazily on all these cards. Let's move him. We're definitely not gonna run you know what, I'm tempted to run 2 because we're not running whatchamacallit, the card art where the person's getting sucked back up. I'm forgetting the name of that card. Because we're not running that, I would hate to lose that card and not be able to get it back. Yeah, I'm gonna check the live stream, make sure it's good. Hey, thanks, Fingerboard Collector. I appreciate it. Could you let me know? Can you hear me? Does this sound alright? I would appreciate you letting me know because I've just been winging it this whole time. Anyways, let's jump back in. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You just made my day. Because right now my wife is just sitting next to me, probably thinking I'm crazy, just talking to a computer screen. She's being a good student. She's doing homework, and I'm just chilling like a villain. Okay. I think we're just gonna run three. Run three ofs, and then because it's a 60 card deck, I think it spreads it out. I think it gives us a chance of not running into an issue with neutral cards. And actually, I don't think we're gonna run into an issue with neutral cards, or like, well, I have some neutral cards, I have some Kingdom affiliated cards. I think there's gonna be enough breathing that we can make this work, if that makes sense. Okay, so we were at 28 prior to that. Let's go back to our little pencil tool. Let me go back. Hey, thanks, Fingerboard Collector. I appreciate you helping me out with that. And I hope your day's going good. Yeah, alright, let's jump back in. I'm just so stoked now. You have made my day. Alright, let's add up. We got 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 16, 19. We're at 22 right here. I don't have my tablet with me, so I can't properly write down these numbers. So 22 right there. We were at 28, so we're at 50 right now. So 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. That'd be 12, 14. So we're gonna have to get rid of something. There's 22 right here, there's 14 right here. I don't know what to get rid of. I'm tempted to get rid of Time Scribe, but I think Time Scribe's too good of a card. What if we get rid of one Stallop? We also get rid of I want to get rid of 2 Divine Wisdoms. That might be a bad idea, but we'll see. I guess what would be kind of cool is once we get all the cards put up on untap, then it'll be really cool to see someone put this deck together and try it out. Okay, let's go ahead and re-add what we have. So there's 4 right there. There's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10. 2, 5, 7, 10, 13, 15, 18, 22 still. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14, 22, that is 36. 36 plus 28, that'd be 54. No, I got it. 4, 7, 11, 21. 21, right? Because I got rid of 2, got rid of a card there. I feel like something is off. I'm going to check back again. Hey, what's up, Epic Wars? Thanks for that kind comment. I appreciate that. Because there's a lot of other great card game creators out there. So that means a lot for you saying that. Thank you. Okay, now back to math. This is not a math channel. This is a card game channel. Let me go ahead. And in case any of you guys are curious, I'm using a program called Affinity Designer. I really like it. I know I don't use it to its fullest potential, but I really, really like it. I think it's like $50, $60. It's a one-time purchase. It's not a subscription, which was really nice for me because I did not want to pay money all the time. That is a terrible 4. So 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're sitting at 21, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We got 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14. Okay, so 35, 45, 56. You know what? I think for right now, this probably is lazy, but I think I would call it good with this right now. Even though having 55 cards total is a little awkward, at least it feels like it to me, I think we'll roll with that. So let's go ahead. Let me check the chat again. Sorry for jumping back and forth. Hey, thanks, Fingerboard. I appreciate that. Grab it design. It's free and pretty good. So is it similar to, like, is it a fancier version of Paint, or what's the other? There's like a grid one that you can do, like grid art or pixel art. I'm forgetting what the name of it is. Am I ever gonna do a design a card contest? I definitely want to. I definitely want to. And I totally would be stealing. I think Zach of the Chaos did like a fan creation set. I love the idea of that. I actually have, you know what, since you guys are talking to me, let me grab something real quick. There was a Kingdoms tournament that I did, and someone that came to the Kingdoms tournament was really stoked about it, and so he drew some cards, and so I was actually thinking about having him redo this so I could fit these, but look what he did. Let me see if I can see it on the screen. I'm going to try making this a little bit bigger. It's not perfect. Isn't that awesome? So I was thinking about getting some other people involved for the artwork just to kind of, you know, add some character to the game. But yeah, let me go check back and see what you guys are saying. That's awesome. It is funny, Epic Wars, like when other people do the fan entries, people do so many of them. It is really funny. Alright, let's break down this deck. For anyone that is watching the video, I'm going to try time stamping this, or maybe someone can do it in the comments for where this deck profile is. So, the deck that I built, I don't think it's very good, but I built it around this card, Disenfranchise. Disenfranchise is a cost 3. It is a spell that is used by the Village of Glass, and it's usable by all 3 spirits. It says that set the top 10 cards from your fortress to the side. These 10 cards are considered a separate deck while also being a part of your original fortress. All cards in this new deck lose their kingdom affiliation until they enter the graveyard and cost 1 magic card. So, is this deck going to be super powerful? Probably not. But this is the card that I really wanted to try to build a deck around, and maybe it's just not a viable option for right now. But maybe down the road, as more cards come out, it very well could be. So, we ended up going with the Spirit of Borum to kind of be the spirit that affiliates or rides along with the build of this deck. I just didn't see Marith or Tanis being a good option. So let's break down what we got. To start, I really am using Winterton a lot. I've only played Winterton a little bit, and I really liked it. Might not be a super powerful kingdom, but these cards are what are going to help offer this additional kind of punch. Neutral cards I've found, they can hit, but they just don't do a lot. And so I think Winterton will help push this neutral deck kind of over the edge, give it the speed, give it the punch that it needs. So all these cards have the ability to deal direct damage. You can see there's plenty of battle cards that are in this deck, and so if you're able to maybe get out a snow launcher to kind of deal a finishing blow, or catch you up if you're falling behind, you'll have plenty of cards at your disposal to get rid of. None of these cards deal with Winterton cards specifically, so I just think they'd be great cards to incorporate in your deck. And for a little bit of added bonus, Longi Rider's going to make cards cheaper. So I've got 3 Longi Riders, 3 Ice Archers, 3 Hidden Archers, 3 Winterton Huntresses, and 2 Snow Launchers. When it comes to neutrals, I'm doing a Stalat Master of Sense because I'm running some spells. This is a 55 card deck, which is kind of awkward. But just in case you get clogged on spells, I want to give you the ability to draw more cards. Promissory Note to just draw 3 more cards. Maybe too much card draw. I remember I played Magic for a little bit, and I was building decks. I think Scry is the effect of the ability where you get to like look at cards. You can almost have too many cards to do the same ability, and then you're not really getting a benefit from it, or you're not really you're not really looking for the next card that will give you the next move. You're just looking for a card that just does the same thing. So maybe it's just too many promissory notes. Apprentice is just a great phase 1 executor, good hard hitter. Wheat replaces Dark Assassin, replaces a lot of cards. It is a great card, and it's free. Time Scribe, a classic. Ula, also classic, and Temple Teacher, also classic. So 3 Temples, 3 Ulas, 2 Time Scribes, 3 Wheats. He's a set 2.5 card, in case you guys are curious. 3 Executors, 3 Promissory Notes, 2 Apprentice, and 2 Style Up Master of Sense. I'm going to go back. Again, I know this isn't, I don't have 2 screens, so I have to keep jumping back and forth. Wow, you guys are saying a lot. Let's see. You do a lot of entries, maybe a second. Yeah, the artwork that I just showed you guys was pretty good. And don't apologize for talking too much, Epic Wars. I've been talking by myself for like the past 30, 40, I don't know how long I've been doing this. For the past an hour? Have I seriously been doing this for an hour? Oh my gosh, I've been talking too much. Favorite card in the game? If I had to make a decision right now, but now I'll have to think about it, maybe reconsider. I would maybe say Washaways, because I think that was kind of like the first big card that was going to be super explosive and do stuff in the game, so I think that's what I would say. Okay, let's go back to the deck. We're going to run 2 Empowers just to kind of push some cards over the edge, 3 Disenfranchise, because this is the card that I've built the deck around. 1 Mastery, so that way if I need another Disenfranchise, I can go back and get it. Lost Cause, one of the best cards in the game, and because it's neutral, it'd be perfect. And really this isn't a neutral deck, it's a, but it's a deck that's really not using Kingdom abilities and effects. And then 1 Wishing Well, in which I will explain in a second. Tokens, 3 Cornucopias, 2 Magical Orbs, 2 Force. Cornucopia, it's a new card, it's not out yet, but I'm going to use it for this, and I just think it's really good. I might be running too many of them. Running 7, because it's a 55 card deck, so I want to increase my percentage of getting it. Lothian, Isabel, 3 Isabel, 1 Lothian, and this is just because I think they kind of work with Winterton and what Winterton already does in dealing that direct attack damage. And then for my Sacreds, I would pick Library, Phase 2, Fountain, Phase 3. I don't think I'm really pleased with my Sacred selection. I feel like people would most likely pick River of Knowledge, but I think I'd be okay with that, because if I don't like my 5 cards that I got, or if I'm looking at my first 5 cards, because neutral decks are a little bit slower, might be able to rework those around and make it work from there. So that is the deck I built. I'd be curious to see what you guys think in the comments. So yeah, that is all. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. It really means a lot. As you can see on this end card right here, got Facebook, Instagram, Discord. You can also check out the Wix website to get your, to just find out more information on the game and see the rules and other stuff. I haven't posted on there in a while, but for a while I was posting little like minute rule things that a lot of people aren't aware of. And yeah, I like to end all these videos with a Bible talk. I haven't done it in a while. And for those of you that are subscribed, I haven't posted to YouTube for a while. I've been reading from the book of Hebrews quite a bit lately. And the thing that's really awesome about Hebrews is it's such a great reminder that, like, hey, if you just feel like you are poo, you stink, you're struggling, know that Jesus died on the cross and he is there helping you every single day. So if you believe in Jesus and you just feel like, man, I feel like I'm not a great person, know that you are a great person, that it's going to be okay, and that Jesus walks beside you every single day and will help you out. Let me know what you guys think of the live stream. I went really long. But I was building a deck today, so maybe that's just natural. But let me know what you guys thought of the live stream. If you like something like this, this does not mean that this is going to replace the content for what I like to do, which is normally a vlog once a week and then a standard video once a week. But I'd like to sprinkle this in every now and then, partly because I have the ability to do it. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, whatever time of the day that you are, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I guess with that, I'm going to attempt to end my first live stream. Bye now.